Here's Larry Knutson.
A long, hard season has been played, and that sets us up for Game 2 of the second season, as Moorhead today is on the road at St. Cloud Tech getting ready to take on Buffalo. And Tyler Borman joins us on our pregame show today. And so with that dreadful Game 1 of the playoff season behind us, we're on to Game 2.
Yeah, and we're excited to be here. You know, Larry, we talked to our kids about how this is a great opportunity. Not every team gets the opportunity to play for a berth in a section title game. And there are many teams, good teams across the state of Minnesota whose seasons have already ended. So we're excited to be here and yet not satisfied as well. You know, we really want to find a way today to punch our ticket to that section final game next week.
And the opponent is no one new.
Yeah, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, however you want to choose, however you choose to look at it is fine. But yeah, it's the third year in a row where we see Buffalo in the semifinals. A lot of familiarity between our two teams. I don't know that necessarily benefits one group over the other. I just think it means that fans should be in for a tremendous high school basketball game today, because I think both teams are very evenly matched. Both teams have the talent on the floor to, you know, offensively break out at any time. And yet both teams, I think, know each other well enough to hopefully defensively for us take some of that firepower away from Buffalo.
And today, I've been saying all throughout the year that Buffalo has had to make an adjustment without one of the premier basketball players, without one of the premier athletes in all of Minnesota. With Aiden Bauman not around this year, they adjusted to that fine, and they've become a very good basketball team.
They have, you know, sometimes a loss like that just is the opportunity that other kids need to step up and step in, and they've had guys do that. You know, Blewett at the point guard spot for them has just become more assertive. I think he's become more confident that they need him to score more and be aggressive on the offensive end. And then they've got some young guys that have really stepped up. You know, in their quarterfinal win, you know, they got 11, I believe it was, from Will Poole off the bench, a sophomore shooter who came in against us a couple weeks ago and buried a three on the wing in front of their bench late in the game. So I think it's created, obviously, the loss is significant for them, but it's created opportunity for other guys who, credit to those kids, they've stepped up and they've elevated their game this year.
For the most part, Moorhead has been able to play through the season without having to make those kinds of adjustments.
Yeah, you know, we've been fortunate, I think, to stay out of foul trouble, stay healthy, you know, and this time of year, those things are vital to your success, to stay on the floor in key stretches and keep those guys on the floor who have gotten you to this point. And today will be no different. You know, we need to stay out of foul trouble against a team that puts a lot of pressure on you defensively to guard without fouling. We have to do a tremendous job of doing that today so we can continue to attack them on the other end of the floor.
The expectation was for Drew Hagan to kind of lead the way this year for the Spuds. He's been a good leader, but you've gotten some great follow-up behind him with 3 and 4, sometimes 5 different players being able to contribute.
Yeah, I think our balance, Larry, has made us really dangerous throughout the year. It's tough to key on Drew, but yet if you don't key on Drew, Drew's capable of going for 20 to 25 plus on any given night, yet he believes in and he trusts his teammates to a level that I think is just really, you know, it's mature on his part. To a high level, he believes that the guys around him can make plays anytime we need a play to be made, and he's willing to not necessarily defer, but I would say create open shots for other guys like Blake Waffle on the perimeter. You know, the attention that Drew creates or really draws has allowed Trey Feeney to be just a dynamite playmaker around the rim on the offensive glass, you know, cutting off of post feeds and driving it hard to score. Trey's just really found ways to be aggressive within what we do offensively. And I think Trey, Brady, Blake, you know, Bolin, Donovan, I think they all would credit Drew and his maturity as well in allowing them to make plays where there's plays to be made. And yet we know that if we need a bucket late, Drew's a guy we can go to, which is really, it's really comforting as a coach to have that.
When you talk of Trey Feeney, we talk also about once in a while, with a rebound at the defensive end, we get a chance to see his left arm go to work.
Yeah, and I can tell you, if we get in a situation where, you know, we need some full court pass late in the game, we've got the best full court passer, I think, in the state of Minnesota, and Trey Feeney. We just have to design it well enough to open somebody up for him. And you know, don't be surprised if we put 4 or 5 guys out of bounds and we just have them run different football routes out of bounds to get open. Because Trey will put it on him, and he'll put it on him right where it needs to be. So yeah, he's just, to me, Trey's such a gamer. You know, there's a lot of things he does that don't necessarily show up in the direct box score, but when you make cut-ups like we do after games of some good things and some things we need to work on, there's so many plays he makes in the course of the game that show up under the positive category, and they're just winning plays. And tell you what, Larry, we're going to need those today, because I think this is going to be a 36-minute game that's going to be decided by one possession. And I like our group in that situation. We found ways over the last month of the year to win those kind of games.
Another player that falls into that category, in my mind, is Belinda Alamati. Almost a quiet performer.
Yeah, I think Belin's one of the best on-ball defenders I've coached at various levels. And he knows it now. He's got the confidence to believe that he can really lock up and defend anybody. He did a great job the first go-around on Blewett. Obviously, we defend as a team, and it's 5 guys, defending and connected. But Belin sets the tone, and you've got to have a tone setter, and he does that for us. And over the last 4 weeks or so, Belin's offensive confidence has really grown, and he's been better offensively at being aggressive and assertive, and yet also picking his spots, and taking high percentage shots. So I think Belin's game in the months of February and March, has really grown, and you can see it. He exudes more confidence now than I've seen from him.
A friend of mine and I stepped outside recently under a sky.
Gotcha.
The sun was shining, there was no wind, the snow was starting to melt. The comment was, must be tournament time. There is no better time.
There's absolutely no better time. You can just feel it. You just get excited. Like you said, walking outside, but like driving up to the high school today, it was just, for our guys, I think it's palpable. You can just feel the energy. Like, we're ready to go. We're going to play in a really, really good atmosphere today, I think, against a very talented Buffalo team. But also, you get to watch the game before us, and I think that gets your juices flowing a little bit to watch that Maple Grove St. Michael semifinal. There really is no better time. And all you have to do is, look at social media or watch the news this time of year, and there are highlights of incredible finishes at the boys level, or the boys game, the girls game, at the 4A level, all the way down to the single A level. It's a crazy time of year, but it's the best time of year in my opinion.
Section semifinals are just around the corner as Moorhead gets ready to take on Buffalo. Our thanks to Tyler Borman for being with us. A look at our starting lineups and the opening tip for today's game comes up after this timeout. Welcome back. We are ready to go. We got a quicker start on today's game than what we had anticipated, so welcome. As today from St. Cloud Tech, we've got semifinal play. It's game 2 of the semifinal round, and the Spuds get the opening tip. We are underway. The winner here will take on Maple Grove, who survived the attack today of St. Michael Albertville. Maple Grove 58-54. Moorhead nearly turns it over, recovered and saved by Trey Feeney as the play comes back up on top, and they'll reload it from there. Buffalo man-to-man defense, bouncer baseline. Here's Donovan Hins looking his way in. He gets loose in the lane. He puts it up. It rolled off the backside, but he was fouled on the way in. And so with that, the foul puts Moorhead at the line. Donovan Hins at the line. This 55% free throw shooter. It's up and it's good. Moorhead starts the scoring with a free throw from Donovan Hins. As the play comes to the baseline off the miss of Donovan Hins. Here comes Buffalo with their first offensive possession. Into the front court, Brandon Motts delivers it on top for Trevor Johnson. To the outside it goes, and a 3-try there misses. Rebound foul. Tony Dahl got underneath and was angling for rebound position, only to be pushed out of the way. Donovan Hins picking up the first Moorhead foul, and the inbound now from Buffalo. At the baseline, the look in, quick toss, Tony Dahl leans one up and missed. Rebound grabbed away by Trey Feeney. Into the front court, avoids the dribble steal, finds Walthall, finds 3. Brady Walthall, a 3-point field goal, and Moorhead has jumped up to a 4-0 lead. Off to the far side now, Tony Dahl delivers into the corner. Trevor Johnson brings it all the way across, angling for the shot. Matthew Willert misfired on the play. It comes off the rim. Rebound Moorhead. Into the front court. Here's Brady Walthall. Delivers it up on top. Bounce pass into the paint. Give and go down the lane. Soft touch in. It bounces off the rim, but the foul there will put Drew Hagan at the line. Trevor Johnson picking up the foul. Hagen at the line this year is an 85% free throw shooter. Team's best at 99 for 117, and he stays good. Drew Hagen gets into the scorebook. He had 18 against the Bison in an earlier meeting as they played near the end of the regular season. Spuds winning that one 92-84. Here's a look up by Drew Hagen, and he goes 2 for 2. And Moorhead has made this a 6-0 lead at the outset. Onto the near side, give and go down the lane, all the way down, and a drive to the basket by Antonio Blewett. And it's 6-2. Moorhead right back up court. After the far side, Trey Feeney drives down the lane. Screen, and the ball is stolen away. Hens had it, but then it was stolen right out of his grasp by Trevor Johnson, and he goes all the way down and in, and it's quickly 6-4. Donovan Hens into the paint, turns, looks, shoots off the glass, no. Rebound pulled away by Trevor Johnson. Into the front court, Tony Dahl, and he is called for the offensive foul. Tony Dahl did not play against the Spuds in the first meeting, getting a starting nod today. And here comes Zach Zrust, 6'5" sophomore. Zrust was the starter that game in Moorhead. On to play now in a reserve role. Here comes Balind Alamati. 6'4" Moorhead early. Drew Hagen near side. Around the perimeter. Returned on top. Returned into the paint. Drew Hagen backs his way, spins his way, goes to a low shot, blocked. And to the floor it goes. Matthew Willard getting a shot block. Scramble for the loose ball. Buffalo gets a timeout called, and we've got to stop and play. 15:39 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. It's Moorhead 6 and Buffalo 4. Into the game today, Buffalo with 15 wins and 12 losses. Moorhead with 21 wins and 6 losses. Moorhead was seeded number 2 in the section playoffs. Maple Grove, the number 1 seed, earned a victory and will be in the championship game. Here's the drive to the basket. Trevor Johnson give and go, and it's 6-6. Moorhead quickly, Trey Feeney jumps it down low. Hens had it for a moment, then it goes out of bounds back to Moorhead. Donovan Hens had a quick bounce pass come onto his lap. Mishandled it momentarily. In the pursuit of it, Buffalo tipped it away. Blake Wolfall on to play now for Moorhead. Baseline inbound Spuds. Balind Alamati looking and tossing way up on top. Drew Hagen turns, looks, shoots, no. Rebound, tipped to the floor, recovered. Buffalo grabbing it away and holding on. Trevor Johnson has been playing with a lot of steam here today. Here's a steal on an outlet pass to the near corner. The Spuds were there, and it's picked off by Brady Wolfall. Into the lane. Coming up short, gives it back out to Blake Wolfall. Drives down the lane. Here's a workaround up on top. Return near side to Alamati. Drops it down low, getting loose. Trey Feeney is open for the layup. Buffalo overplayed momentarily, and it's 8-6. Moorhead back on top to the far side. Working right, then left. Driving down the lane, Blewett. Up on top, near side, leaning for three. It's on the way, and it's on the way good. Matthew Willard had 19 against the Spuds in their first meeting. Has given Buffalo the lead. Underneath, Willard is there for the rebound, and the Bison come up court leading by 1. He handles, he leans, he shoots, he scores. Back-to-back three-pointers from Matthew Willard. And Buffalo now has a 4-point lead. An unorthodox style for Matthew Willard, but a very effective style. Here's a play up on top, driving it down, and the bounce pass is taken away. Running up court, Trevor Johnson, give it to go down the lane, it's good. Trevor Johnson with the assist. Matthew Willert with the layup. Moorhead with the timeout. 13:51 to go in the first half on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Buffalo 14, Moorhead 8.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it. You're a part of it. Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Moorhead jumped up to a 6-0 lead, but since then Buffalo has outscored Moorhead 14-2. And out of the Moorhead timeout, Buffalo got a big spark from Matthew Willard when he dropped in consecutive threes, and then got a layup besides that, and Matthew Willard has jumped up early. He's got 8, and Buffalo leads at 14-8. Drew Hagan running the offense from Moorhead off to the far side. Return near side. Quentin Haig into the Moorhead lineup out of that timeout. Tried to step away. Ball got knocked loose. Recovered. Trey Feeney off to Drew Hagan, and Moorhead runs their offense. To the far side, the lean in. Ball tipped away. Recovered. Shaking his way loose and down the lane. It's bounced underneath. Drew Hagan got defended. He puts up the shot, and it rolls off. The rebound is put up and in. Drew Hagan, following his own shot, worked it off the glass, and Drew Hagan now has 4. And that pulls Moorhead within 4 at 14-10. Back up court, Blewett. Down low as they work it underneath. Matthew Willard now has 10. He broke in on the back side of the play, and the Spuds come right back up with a running jumper. Brady Wolthall now has 5. Quick scoring, 16-12. Buffalo underneath. Blewett turns it up on top for Brandon Motts. He leans. That one goes off the rim. Rebound tipped to the floor and recovered in the corner. Trey Feeney up court pass for Brady Wolthall. He shuffles his way down. He goes all the way down and in. Brady Wolthall now with 7. That pulls Moorhead within 2. At midcourt. Buffalo on the return trip up court. Willard to Blewett. To the far side it goes. Here's a drive into the lane by Blewett, and he put it on the rim and it missed. The rebound blocked, but recovered by Blewett. Near side pass Rust. He'll hold and looks. Spuds lining it up one-on-one. To the far side it goes to Brandon Motts. He drops it down low for Rust. He turns. The jump hook won't go. Rebound pulled in Moorhead. Blake Wolthall with that rebound, and the Spuds are in the front court. They could tie. They could take the lead. Here's a play in. Trey Feeney wings it back up on top. Wolthall is open and won't go. Shot too hard. Rebound recovered by Brady Wolthall. Brandon Motts made an aggressive move to come out and get the ball himself and picked up the foul. So for Brandon Motts, his first, team's 4th. His side court inbounds, Moorhead. Trailing by 2, Blake Wolthall will trigger it in. Belinda Alamati is in the back court, and he'll run the offense as he steps across. Making the play call off a 1-4 offensive set to the far side. Brought back up on top. Hagan near side. Blake Wolthall. They wanted the drive to the basket, but it was defended. Blake Wolthall turns and looks inside. Here's a drive down by Donovan Hins. Working his way loose. He goes off the glass, and we're tied. Strong move inside by Donovan Hins. Game tied at 16. Play to the near side for Buffalo as Brandon Motts delivers into the near corner. Up on top and around. From there, the Bison send it off. Brandon Motts deep into the corner. Antonio Blewett. And around they run their offense to the near side. Here's Will Poole into the corner. He's got into trouble. Sends it up on top. Brandon Motts is open for 3. And it's 19-16. Buffalo back on top now by 3. Here's Blake Wolthall for the tie, and it's just offline. But it came all the way through and out of bounds. That was Brady Wolthall with the miss. And Buffalo will hit up court with a 3-point lead. The walk up now. And onto the near side, Josh Ortman sending the play out to Trevor Johnson. Blewett now has it. Drop down low, kicked away, way up on top, leaning in, won't go. Rebound tapped out of bounds, saved from going out of bounds by Bolin Dalamati. Moorhead at midcourt down 19-16. Donovan Hinn spins his way, he got loose, he drives to the basket and he'll go to the line. That hung on the front of the rim, only to slip away and bringing the Buffalo foul. Will Poole has picked up his first, and it puts Hins at the line. First one is good. 4 on the afternoon for Donovan Hins. And Drew Hagan will come off. Brady Wolthall comes off. For the Spuds, David Lindell is into play. As he looks up, Donovan Hins' free throw is good. Hins goes 2 for 2. And Moorhead is within 1 now at 19-18. And here's the walk up and across midcourt by Carter Jackson. Sophomore guard delivers it off to Johnson. Deep into the far corner for Dahl, and it won't go. Rebound muscled away by Willard. He turns, he fades. Shot is off the iron. Rebound, Donovan Hins. Spuds are in the front court quickly. Bouncing it back door. Trey Feeney down the lane. It goes for the assist. Donovan Hins crashing through the lane. He's got 7. Moorhead has regained the lead at 20-19. On the way up court, a shot from the corner is on its way good. That Buffalo score gives the Bison the lead at 22-20. To the near side, a jumper off the glass. It rattled in and out. And the rebound pulled off the floor by the Bison. In the front court, leading at 22-20. Near capacity crowd here this afternoon at St. Cloud Tech. To the far side, the drive by Tony Dahl. Gets loose, drives down, shot blocked 3 different ways. Recovered on the floor, Moorhead. Into the front court. Bolin Dalamati tried to slide away from the defense of Trevor Johnson. The foul is called on the contact, his second. Well, let's check the... Looks like Quentin Haig has returned to the Moorhead lineup. As Moorhead puts the ball in play. Rather, that was David Lindell that came in, and the Spuds have it now near side for Trey Feeney. Moorhead down by 2. Shot missed. Rebound, Donovan Hins, and we're tied. What a start in the afternoon for the sophomore. Donovan Hins ties the game up at 22. Rebounding, defending, and scoring 9. Here's a reverse layup off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled in by Quentin Haig. Spuds are at midcourt off to the far side, drop down low. From there, the back end by Hins. He likes that move, and it's tipped away. He left the ball out for grabs, and it was stolen. 3-on-1. Down the lane. Layup is good. Foul is called. Antonio Blewett on the wing of a 3-on-1 break has given Buffalo the lead. And the Moorhead foul comes with 8:05 to go. I think on David Lindell, that's his first. At the line, Antonio Blewett. Sophomore puts it up and good. He's got 5, completing the 3-point play. And it's 25-22 Buffalo. 7:58 to go first half, and Moorhead throws it away. Pass from up on top was too high, too long. Buffalo will head up court with a 3-point lead. Moorhead had a 6-point lead at the outset. Buffalo came back and took a 6-point lead. Since that, we've been within 3. On the near side, Brandon Motts. Up on top, he shakes his way loose. The Blewett back to Motts. Down low, kicked into the corner. Lined up from there, he's left alone, but the shot is short. Donovan Hins went after the shot attempt by Blewett and picked up the foul. And for Hins, that's his second. Here's Antonio Blewett. 5 on the afternoon.
6 on the afternoon, and it's 26-22. As he takes a look, and that one is no good. He'll get one more. As he takes a look, on its way up, and that's good. So he goes 2 for 3, and it's 27-22. Back up court, Moorhead. Down now by 5. At midcourt, Belen Delamati works off the screen and drives. He's all the way down, and he lays it up and in. Oh, the screen was set, and Belen Delamati took advantage for the drive. It was wide open at the basket, and it's 27-24. Back up court, Blewett had a notion, or rather that was Carter Jackson had a notion. It comes back to him, and he gives it down the lane, and it's knocked away. Scramble for the loose ball out of bounds. The referees will take a look at each other and confer, and Moorhead will get the basketball. Down by 3, 27-24. Here is Belen Delamati. Works up the screen up on top. That time things closed down, and he was forced to bring it back up on top. Here's Wolfall on the drive. Underhand scoop, up and down it goes. For the Spuds, Brady Wolfall now has 9. 27-26, Moorhead back within 1. On the near side, and the drive by Matthew Willard. He stops quickly, he leans back. He is absolutely incredible. 13 on the day. And Buffalo has regained a 4-point lead. On the way up court, Moorhead has turned it over, and Buffalo will have a chance to take full advantage of a 2-possession. Here's a look in. A 2-score possession. Let's put it that way. It's on its way up and in. Zach Zrust crashing into the basket, taking the alley-oop pass. 32-26 Buffalo. 6:07 to go. Bouncer into the far corner. The return. Here's Drew Hagan to the near side. From there, Brady Wolfall out at midcourt. He works off the screen, takes the step on the drive, kicks it to the near corner. Belen Delamati is open for 3. 32-29. That 3-pointer cuts the deficit in half. Play into the far corner, brought back in on a running jumper, that's good. Brandon Motts now has 5, and both teams starting to light it up as Buffalo regains a 5-point lead. To the near side, looking in, top of the key, Brady Wolfall. Shakes left, drives right, gets loose down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Drew Hagan was able just to get the pass away. Belen Delamati tosses it near side for Blake Wolfall. It's up, it won't go. Rebound wrestled away by Matthew Willard. And the Bison come to midcourt with a 5-point lead. Willard, one dribbled and step to the side and a rare miss. Moorhead rebound. Trey Feeney, up-court pass, Belen Delamati. Pulls up the dribble and leans it up on top for Brady Wolfall. And he works off the screen once again, taking it down low, leans it to the near corner, and from there it's on its way, but won't go. The miss there by Drew Hagan. And the rebound, up court, running, transition, leaning it down the lane, working his way loose. Rust puts it off to the near side for Antonio Blewett. He's got 10. And Buffalo has the biggest lead that either team has had this afternoon. It's an 8-point Bison advantage. Belen Delamati. Here's a look now to Trey Feeney. He works one-on-one. Back up on top and Brady Wolfall. Near side. He runs the offense. 4:07 to go. Into the post. Here's Trey Feeney. Following the play in, Zach Zrust at 6'5", and a long 6'5", reached over the top and swatted the layup out of bounds. Moorhead will have it in play. Wholesale changes as Donovan Hins returns to the Moorhead lineup. Trey Feeney is on. Blake Wolfall is on. Shot from the corner by Quentin Haig, missed wide. And on an attempt to pull the rebound away, David Lindell has picked up his second foul. Fourth team foul. Buffalo inbounding with an 8-point lead. Out of the backcourt. Antonio Blewett brings it to the top of the key, and he sends it down low. Will Poole. The lane was wide open, and it's 39-29. Buffalo has manufactured a 10-point lead. Up on top. Here's a drive down the lane. Skipping his way loose and threw it away. A reach-in steal by Brandon Motts. Long pass into the front court. Returned way up on top for Antonio Blewett, and it won't go. Rebound. Reaching in to pull it away. The Spuds have it back and will take a timeout. Play has stopped with 3:18 to go in the first half. On the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Buffalo 39, Moorhead 29.
I get asked
All the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it. You're a part of it. Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
As we return to St. Cloud Tech, semifinal play, Section 8 4A boys basketball. Buffalo has taken a 10-point lead at 39-29 over Moorhead. Moorhead coming onto the floor after their timeout. Trey Feeney sends it in to David Lindell, and the Spuds are in the front court. Return way up on top, Blake Wolfall, near side Quentin Haig. Gives it off, Donovan Hins works his way down low, and he overshot. On the rebound, it's blocked. And a loose ball to the floor, swipe, and then foul called. Donovan Hins took a dive into the play to try and knock the ball loose. And when he did, he picked up the foul. That's his third foul. And he is headed to side court. He has had limited playing time here in this first half because of foul concerns. When he has played, it has been very productive. He, along with Brady Wolfall, each have 9 for the Spuds. Meanwhile, Matthew Willert with 13 and Antonio Blewett with 10 lead the Bison scoring. Brandon Motts now has 7. And Buffalo is starting to light it up. They have scored 9 unanswered points. Here's a drive down low. Trey Feeney went for the quick shot to the glass. And he'll be at the line. I think Tony Dahl with the foul call. And it puts Trey Feeney at the line. 41-29. Buffalo with the lead. Moorhead at the line. Free throw is good. Bonus coming for Trey Feeney. As he settles in, Trey Feeney makes it no good. It rims out. Rebound Buffalo. Cross midcourt. Driving to the top of the key. Near pass is overthrown. So Buffalo turning it over on a long pass intended at the sideline for Will Poole. And Moorhead will try to take advantage now with 2:23 as they step across midcourt. Brady Walthall on the far side bounces it into the corner. Had he not been touched and fouled, that ball would have been a turnover because there was nobody in the corner. And it brings up a Buffalo foul and it puts Moorhead at the line. Antonio Blewett with the call. Carter Jackson back into the Buffalo lineup. And at the line, free throw is good. Brady Walthall in double figures with 10 here this afternoon. And a second try on its way up, looks good, is Brady Walthall leads Moorhead with 11. And those free throws have brought it to a 9-point game now at 41-32 as Buffalo comes to midcourt. Long pass near side with a 9-point lead. Way up on top for Brandon Motts. Deep to the far side, Rust. Back to Motts as he drives. Leans it back up to Poole, and they'll start over again. Here's a steal. Saw it coming. Here's the runner. Brady Walthall is open, but no, and it comes right back to him. He'll try it again, and this one is good. Brady Walthall now with 13. Missed the three and got the deuce. 41-34. Moorhead is back within 7. Long pass far side, deep into the corner. Jackson is there. And he had the dribble stolen. Spuds a couple of defensive stops on the way up court and lost it out of bounds. Brady Walthall went low to the floor with his dribble, only to see it bounce off his shoe top. And that turnover gives it back to Buffalo now with 1:29 to go in the half. Here's Antonio Blewett. He'll work his way up on Lindell. Side steps at midcourt, still with the dribble. Now near side Motts. It's 1-on-1. Motts on the near side. Drives down the lane. Comes up with a soft floater. Brandon Motts now with 9. 43-34. Buffalo back to a 9-point lead. Spuds with a running jumper. Shot won't go. Knocked out of bounds by Drew Hagan. Less than a minute to go here in the first half. A strong performance by Buffalo after the game was tied at 16 as they grabbed at 1 point a 12-point lead. It's now 9 to the baseline and back up. They're going to run it down as deep as they can. They have spread the offense. Player in each corner, one kind of in the middle. Here's a drive down and it rolls off the glass and in. Antonio Blewett. He's got 12. And Buffalo regains a double-digit lead at 45-34. Driving his way down, kick to the corner, Trey Feeney. On top, Bolin Delamati. Drops it down low, recovered. Long pass all the way through. Blake Walthall pulls it, lines it up, missed wide right. But it goes right underneath. Give and go, there it is. Drew Hagan recovered the missed shot. He bounced it off to Blake Walthall. He got the shot to go in just before the buzzer. And the teams head to the locker room. We are at halftime. On the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Buffalo 45, Moorhead 36.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
I get asked
All the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it. You're a part of it. Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
Open your eyes
To a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
Better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes
Open your eyes to
to a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
Light-duty truck to do full-size jobs. Boss built the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union.
The one myth of a credit union
is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Kasasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
When searching for a home loan, too many people focus only on the rate. They forget to ask the lender, are approvals made locally or in a city far away? Are you experienced at closing on time? With Valley Mortgage, you get a great rate, the best service, local approval, and over 30 years of experience. So give us a ding. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Welcome back to St. Cloud Tech. We're getting ready for the second half of today's semifinal 8-4A basketball matchup between Moorhead and Buffalo. Buffalo's hot shooting in that first half has given the Bison a 9-point lead at the break, 45-36. As we are ready to start play, the winner here will take on Maple Grove next week. And the winner of that game moves on to state tournament play. At side court, here's the inbounds from Antonio Blewett. Brandon Motts is in the backcourt waiting, also Trevor Johnson, Matthew Willard, and Tony Dahl. And we're underway. Buffalo into the front court as they work it right to left. On top of the key, Trevor Johnson hands it off to a Blewett. Then out to the far side, a shot goes up and misses. Rebound Moorhead. Melinda Alamati up court pass quickly. Drew Hagan sends it cross court. From there it's on its way. The shot won't go. Rebound to the floor. Grabbed and pulled away by Tony Dahl. Nearly stolen, nearly dragging the pivot foot, but Tony Dahl has it back now on the bounce pass. Here's a return down the lane, slipped into the corner, then way back up on top, and it's there, and it's good. Trevor Johnson now has 7, and Buffalo, first to score here in the second half, takes a 12-point lead. High post pass. Donovan Hins drops it off to the side, and from there it's tapped away from Trey Feeney. Last touched by Trevor Johnson out of bounds back to Moorhead. Belen Delamati will trigger it in. As he leans and looks and waits. Time running short, but he got the pass way up on top for Trey Feeney. And he hands it off to Brady Wolfall. Slips it up on top. Here's a drive down the lane. Belen Delamati had his little floater rejected. It was swatted away. Recovered Buffalo. Into the front court, off to the far side. Tony Dahl drops it down low and lost it out of bounds. Last touch, Belen Delamati. Bison will have it in play with a 12-point lead. And with the ball handed off, the play comes way back up on top. Johnson returns it down low, and it's deflected, but recovered by Dahl. Dishes near side for Motts. It's on its way, won't go. The court is cleared, and the rebound to Donovan Hins, and Moorhead up court quickly. Bouncing it down low, working his way loose. Drew Hagan got loose to lay it up and in. Drew Hagan now with 6. He had to go up and over and under and pull Moorhead within 10 at 48-38. Willard sends it off to the far side. From there, Tony Dahl pulls up the dribble and sends it into the corner for Willard. He's one-on-one with Drew Hagan. He gets a step and a drive, and he dishes it underneath, and then had it tipped out of bounds. Last touch, Moorhead. From there, Buffalo will have it in play. Slap of the ball and the look by Antonio Blewett. In quickly, and Willard lines it up, and that one won't go, but the rebound, Dahl keeps it alive. Off to Motts and deep into the corner for Blewett. And he sends it back to the near side, and there is Willard all alone on top, and that one won't go. And another second chance for Buffalo. To the near side, Dahl goes down low, shot blocked out of bounds. Donovan Hins did not take the ball fake by Tony Dahl and waited for the second attempt, and he was waiting to knock it out of bounds. So Buffalo has it in now near side. It comes to Dahl. Long skip pass off to the far side for Motts, and he took an extra step. That lead step traveled. And Moorhead will head up court now, down by 10. Belen Delamati brings it across midcourt. Near side, here's Brady Wolfall. Give and go pass down the lane, rejected but recovered. Trey Feeney takes it down low. Backs his way in, kicks it up on top, and Moorhead will line it up again with Brady Wolfall up on top. Handoff there for Feeney. Now Hins brings it near side. Alamati drops it down low. Hagan works his way loose. He altered his shot. He knew that if he went full bore with it, Matthew Willard would reject it. And back up court, they go to transition for the basket. Trevor Johnson now with 9. And Buffalo is back to a 12-point lead. Down low. Hins working his way to the basket. He'll go to the line. The shot missed, and he'll get 2. At the line, Hins. Free throw, first of 2, is good. Donovan Hins in double figures today with 10. Blake Wolfall now for Brady Wolfall in the Spuds lineup. Back at the line, Donovan Hins. Play is up and short. A lane violation will give Donovan Hins a second opportunity. There was some anxiety down low. Trevor Johnson, anticipating the shot just in case of a miss, stepped into the lane too soon. So here's Donovan Hins. This one is up, and that one rolls off. Hins makes 1 of 2. Buffalo with the rebound with an 11-point lead at 50-39. Across midcourt. Spread offense, corner, 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 and in the middle waiting is Matthew Willard. Driving into that spot, and it's kicked out again. This is a very time-consuming offense. Here's a drive down the lane, hook pass deep into the corner. Poole is open, shot is missed. Rebound, Trey Feeney to midcourt. Trey Feeney bounces it off to Drew Hagan. Turns and looks, and he sends it down low, and it's knocked out of bounds. David Lindell back into the lineup. Moorhead trailed by 9, now trailed by 11 as we start the second half. The inbounds will come from the far corner as Belinda Elamati waits for the play to clear. He's in trouble and manages to get it way up on top, and Lindell with a high leap and an over-the-shoulder catch and avoids the turnover. Here's Lindell on the drive down the lane. Stops short, fades underneath. Ran out of places to go, gives it off. Drew Hagan comes down low, and he has his shot blocked out of bounds. Well, not only has Buffalo been playing well offensively, they are well beyond blocked shots here this afternoon of putting them all on one hand. Closing in on maybe double digits blocked shots. Here's the play in and overthrown and stolen. Up court quickly, Brandon Motts. He goes down, and that is a block shot, but from Moorhead. And it comes back to the Bison. They'll spread it out once again as they go full four corners. 13:43 to go. Here's the drive in. Stuttering his way through. He took a little hip check along the way, and the foul is called. Probably more accurately, a ham check along the way. As Moorhead foul. And for Lindell, his third. As the play comes in, Blewett gets loose and lays it up and in. 14 for Antonio Blewett. 52-39. Trey Feeney's pass near corner. Blake Wolfa works his way loose with a runner that won't go. Rebound, wrestled away Trey Feeney. Gets loose to lay it in. Trey Feeney, firm grasp on the loose ball. Now has 5, and it's 52-41. Back up court, ball rolls loose to the floor. Scrambled after, picked up Lindell. Into the front court, Lindell. Works it from the far corner back into the paint, and as he turned the corner to drive, he took a bump and was fouled. That brings Brady Wolfall back into the Moorhead lineup. Carter Jackson with that foul. And Moorhead with the inbound quickly for Drew Hagan. He's up on top. He looks, he shoots, he's got 3. Drew Hagan with 9 now in the afternoon, and it's 52-44. Moorhead down by 8, down by 10. That Buffalo basket has made it 54-44. Here's a drive down, and the shot is up and no good. Another whistle and a foul. And the Spuds will be at the line. Here's Drew Hagan at the line. Drew Hagan's free throw is short. (54-44). Drew Hagan trying to cut into that double-digit deficit. As he eyes it up, it is good. So Hagan goes 1 of 2. He's in double figures with 10, and that's 54-45. The teams have scored evenly to this point here in the second half. And the Bison step across midcourt with a 9-point lead. Play being stopped now on the near side. Brandon Motts apparently got scraped along the way, and he will tend to the sanitation department along the near side. And with that, the return of Matthew Willett to the Buffalo lineup. Ball is in play. Across comes Antonio Blewett. Top of the key. Working it off to the far side to Jackson. Swing pass into the corner. And returned on top. Willett makes his move. He's got a step and a stride and a lean and two. Matthew Willett now with 15. And it's 56-45. And the Spuds come back for three. Brady Wolfow now has 16 on the afternoon, and it's 56-48. .11:33 remaining. Belinda Alamati with the foul has put Antonio Blewett at the line. And with a third foul already in his record, Donovan Hins returns as Drew Hagan will come to side court. I expect him not to stay at side court for very long. Blewett at the line. Free throw, good. And it's 58-48. Antonio Blewett leads the Buffalo scoring with 16. Up on top. Ball rolls free, recovered. Now Trey Feeney. He drives off to the far side, takes it all the way down to the baseline. Still working his way. Gives it in the middle. Head fake drive. Shot blocked. Recovered. Feeney leans it up and missed. And from there, Donovan Hins got a couple of players to knock him out of the way and pick up a Buffalo foul. Zach Zrust, his first. Here's the play in. And way up on top for Donovan Hins. He quickly takes it down the lane and he rolled it off his shoe top. He had a chance to scoop it up, but that last dribble ended up off the tops of his shoes. And out of bounds it rolls. 58-48 Buffalo. Heading up court, leading still by 10. We're closing in on 11 minutes to play. Cross midcourt. Brandon Mott sends it off our side, takes the return pass and looks in. Here's a give into the paint. Deflected, a hard pass that Zrust couldn't handle it. Spuds get a transition and a layup by Trey Feeney. He's got 7 on the afternoon. 58-50. Moorhead now within 8. Off to the far side. To the baseline, leaning from there. Oh my. Anywhere on the court, any position on the court, any way you want to on the court, Matthew Willett. Spuds come back with a 3 that misses. Rebound, scrambled to the floor, and a foul called. There was a 2-man scramble. Donovan Hins did not have good position trying to get the rebound, and he picks up number 4. Donovan Hins for the moment will stay on, but not for long, as Drew Hagan will quickly come off the bench and in. Donovan Hins, in spite of his outstanding performance at the start of the game, found himself into foul concerns. He's at side court now after picking up his 4th out of the backcourt. Trevor Johnson brings it across to Antonio Blewett. He steps his way down low, stops short, fade, shoots off the rim, rebound. Belinda Alamati. Spuds come into the front court. Wolfow with the dribble. Now the step forward. Leans it near side, and Blake Wolfow takes over from there. Stops and gives it underneath. Here's Trey Feeney spinning out to the far side. Drew Hagan goes for 3. Drew Hagan now with 13. 58-53. Moorhead has closed the gap to 5. Correction. We missed a basket, and it's a 7-point game. Here's a shot and a miss and a rebound. Wrestled away by Hagan. Spuds have it. Hagan. 3 is off the rim. Rebound near side Blewett. Now to Tony Dahl. He leans up court, and it's intercepted at midcourt. Spuds have it underneath. Hagan works, shoots, misses. Rebound out of bounds. Back to Moorhead. Spuds on the verge of converging on an errant pass by Buffalo, only to see it slip away. And so the Spuds will have it inbounds, down by 7. 9:04 to go. Here's the play way up on top. We're about halfway through this second half. Here's Trey Feeney on the drive. He got loose. He lays it up and in. Trey Feeney now with 9. 60-55. Moorhead has cut their halftime deficit in half. And in the front court, Buffalo takes a timeout. We'll return with more semifinal play after this timeout on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Buffalo 60, Moorhead 55.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Blewett for Buffalo. 16 for Brady Wolfall, 13 for Drew Hagan, 10 for Donovan Hins for Moorhead. After trailing by 9 and eventually by 12 here in the second half, Moorhead has put a little rally together and has pulled within 5. Going for the steal, Trey Feeney bumping into Matthew Willard. And Trey Feeney has his first foul. So the play into the backcourt. Here's Antonio Blewett. Belinda Alamati defending. Play off to the far side. Willard sends it cross court. Dahl is in the corner for Motts, and he's got 3. 12 on the afternoon now for Motts. And on the way up court, ball is knocked free. Moorhead on the turnover. Buffalo into the front court. Here's a drive down the lane, and the layup is good. Brandon Motts coming out of the timeout with a 3-point field goal and a layup. And quickly it's back to a 10-point Buffalo advantage. 8 minutes now to go. Spuds go for 3 and miss. Tony Dahl on the rebound. So the Bison on a hugging foul from Trey Feeney. And that's his second. And with that, Will Poole checks on to play for the Bison. Trevor Johnson will trigger it in. Antonio Blewett. Oh, the pass comes into the near corner, and they lob it up and over the top, working his way loose into the paint. Jump step up short. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Back to Buffalo. Well, that was something to watch. The defensive efforts of Drew Hagan trying to combat the offensive twists and turns of Matthew Willard, and will return after this timeout. With 7:46 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard, Buffalo 65, Moorhead 55.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
You're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Buffalo have the timeout called. They're ready to put the ball in play. Moorhead rolls on. And as they line up, waiting for that inbounds play, Buffalo has regained a 10-point lead after the Spuds had pulled within 5. Here's a play down low, and Johnson gets loose to lay it up short. Rebound tapped to the floor, scrambled for it there, and a big pile up on the floor results in a held ball. Alternate possession goes back to Moorhead. And as they unravel all the bodies down on the court, Moorhead will have it in play. 7:38 now showing. See what the Spuds have in store. And meanwhile, they've brought in a towel with all those players down on the floor. And after, at this point in the game, heavily lathered, it's time to wipe up that spot on the floor as they bring on a towel and wipe it clean. And we're ready to go. The winner here this afternoon plays in a section championship game next week when they take on Maple Grove. Here's the bounce in. Balind Alamati steps up, top of the key. Works his way loose and sends it back to Brady Wolthall. He'll try the penetration move. To the corner for Blake Wolthall. It's good! Blake Wolthall now with 5 on the afternoon. 65-58. Player possession foul, Buffalo. Jackson picking up the Carter Jackson. That's his second, and Moorhead will get the ball back. And at the base, or at the play come in, as the play comes in, Moorhead working loose. Near side, Trey Feeney. On top, Drew Hagan. He works against Willard. Give and go, deflected away errantly. And the play developed unexpectedly, I suspect, and the Spuds turn it over. Onto the near side for Antonio Blewett. Gives it down low. Head fake, ball blocked from below, and then out of bounds, back to Moorhead. Carter Jackson, last touching it. It just slipped away. And Moorhead will head up court. We are inside of 7 minutes to play. Near side, Blewett, or rather, ball deflected past Blewett and off to the far side, picked up Moorhead. Driving down to the near corner, wide open to shoot. It's on its way, but no. A rebound in the paint, pulled in by Will Poole. And Moorhead, in a second effort to try to get the ball back, reached in, foul called. Brady Wolthall. And that's his first. We're closing in on bonus situation now, Moorhead. That's their 6th. Buffalo has 5 fouls against here in the second half. Long pass up court. Gathered it in, stopped short. He's in some trouble, but got loose and lays it up and off the rim. A full court pass that came away empty. Back up court, Blake Wolthall. No, it won't go. Rebound won't go. Foul underneath. Matthew Willard trying to get tap the rebound away, picking up the foul call. It indicates, the scoreboard indicates that's his second. And here is Drew Hagan. 3 for 4 today. And he's 4 for 5 today. 65-59. Moorhead at the line could bring this back to a 5-point game. And as Hagan settles in, the free throw is good. 65-60. Spuds making some changes here after those free throws. David Lindell is back in now, and for the moment, Drew Hagan at side court. Blewett on to the near side. Brandon Motts. Deep into the near corner for Trevor Johnson. Sends it way up on top. And again, Buffalo has spread their offense. Here's Tony Dahl. Near side for Motts and to the near side Johnson. They're going to force the Spuds to come out and pick them up. That'll open up the lane. Nearly stolen, and a foul on the return. And it's a shooting foul, and Buffalo will get 2. For David Lundell, that is number 4. Brandon Motts at the line. He's got 14 this afternoon, and his free throw is good. Buffalo back to a 6-point lead at 66-60. Here's Brandon Motts. Free throw is good. Back-to-back conversions. He's got 16. 3 players in double figures and 1 almost. From the corner, the shot won't go. Rebound dished underneath. Recovered. Onto the near side, getting loose. Here's a head fake on a 3 and a step off to the side for Blake Wolfall. It won't go. Rebound tipped up and recovered. 67-60. Buffalo into the front court. Avoids the travel, I think. Near side, Trevor Johnson. He gets loose and driven to the corner for Willard. That's on its way. And it's right back to a 10-point game. And for the Spuds, they go underneath as Belen Delamati drops one in. 70-62. On the way into the front court, Moorhead going after the steal, picking up the foul. Blake Wolfall. That puts Buffalo at the line now. That was Moorhead's 8th foul, so it's still a 1-on-1 situation. Oh, as they settle in. On its way up and good. Antonio Blewett now with 17. 6 of 7 this afternoon at the line. Chance to bring it back to a 10-point game. Here's Blewett. And in and out. Free throws no good. Rebound Moorhead to midcourt. Blake Wolfall strides his way down, and as he leans, draws the defense and draws a defensive foul. Antonio Blewett was striding with him all the way in. And that's his second. Brady Wolfall settles in. And it crawls over the rim and in. 17 this afternoon. He had 30 against Buffalo in their first meeting. Brady Wolfall at the line. Good. 18 today. Play will resume when we return after this timeout. 4:57 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Buffalo 71, Moorhead 64.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
We return to play, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, reminding you to live first. Our clock shows less than 5 minutes remaining. Buffalo has led through most of the game. The last time it was in doubt, it was at 22-22, but the Bison have led since that time. And Blewett comes into the front court. To the far side, Dahl. Now to Motts up on top. He works his way loose and finds the lane, stops short. Leans it off to the far side for Tony Dahl. He's looking, backdoor pass. Works his way loose, slides his way into the paint, and finds Brandon Motts open for 3. 19 for Brandon Motts, and it's back to a 10-point lead. Here's a drive down, and David Lundell, or Bolind Alamati takes it all the way in. He's got 9. 74-66. As we approach the 4-minute mark, Brandon Mott sends it to the near corner. Now stepping inside the arc. Back outside it comes to Tony Dahl, and he makes his move. Hands it off. Trevor Johnson. Trey Feeney going after the steal. Spuds are realizing they've got to get the ball back somehow. It comes in a foul call on Trey Feeney. Trevor Johnson at the line. He's got 9 all field goal points this afternoon, and as he settles in on its way up is good. He'll get the bonus. Very balanced scoring by both teams here this afternoon. That free throw by Trevor Johnson has made him the 4th Buffalo player to score double figures. And that one spins out. And on the miss, Spuds come up court trailing by 9. Up on top, Belind, Alamati. Around the perimeter, Brady. Wolfall stops, short, shoots, short. Rebound, Tony Dahl. The Bison hit up court, but the ball is tipped away by Brady Wolfall. Recovered, sent into the corner. Shot is short, missing. Rebound, Tony Dahl works his way loose and brings it near side for Antonio Blewett. Reaching in from behind to stop play with the foul, Brady Wolfall. And that is the 10th foul, and so there will be 2 free throws now for the Bison as they hope to improve on a 9-point lead and do. Antonio Blewett now with 18. As he settles in, the second free throw is also good. 77-66. A couple of times the Spuds have been as close as 5. They'll try it from here, and a long shot that never got there. Long rebound pass. Up court, Johnson gets loose, and he scoops it in. Trevor Johnson has given Buffalo a 13-point lead. Way up on top, here's the drive down. Deflected, scrambled after, recovered, in the corner, open for 3, it's good. That's Blake Wolfall that got that one good. And Blake Wolfall, now with 8, has made it 79-69. And on the way up court, Spud stopping play once again. 2:40 to go. Trey Feeney, with fouls to give, has just picked up his 4th. That puts Trevor Johnson at the line. And good. So clutch free throws down the stretch here by Buffalo. 80-69, Buffalo with the lead. Second free throw also good. Trevor Johnson now with 14. And that's a 12-point Buffalo advantage. Brady Wolfall trying to slide his way loose, comes up short on a little push that hit the rim and bounced back into play. 2:30 to go. Here's the work in, all the way down, blocked by Trey Feeney and swatted out of bounds. 81-69. Moorhead, number 2 seed. Maple Grove, number 1 seed. And Buffalo had to work their way to this point and got the big, impressive win over Elk River in the quarterfinal matchup. Moorhead struggled to get past Brainerd in their quarterfinal game. And so as things settle down, Buffalo will have the ball in play into the corner. Swinging his way loose, Willard sends it way up on top for Motts, and he goes for 3 and he misses. But the rebound by Johnson, and they put it back out onto the top, and from midcourt run the play. 2:11 to go, and trouble. Antonio Blewett tried to slip Ray through and around. He ended up on the floor, and with that came a travel call, and Moorhead will have it at midcourt with 2:09 to go. Belind Alamati to the near side. around the perimeter. Return. Feeney. Here's Alamati. Open in the corner. Blake Wolfo shot misses. Rebound deep, and it comes to Brandon Motts. Buffalo into the front court for Tony Dahl. They will not aggressively seek a basket now with 1:46 to go. Ball goes to the floor and rolled away. Scrambled after, it's tied up. Well, we have seen earlier that when you get into semifinal play, the players are playing with earnest. There's a lot of decisive actions being taken, and that makes the job of the officials a little bit more difficult. But we have seen two very good sets of officials working. First, the game between Maple Grove and St. Michael, and now this one between Moorhead and Buffalo. They've had control of the game. Here's the bouncer in for Tony Dahl. 1:40 to go as the pass comes way up on top for Trevor Johnson. And he is fouled, and he'll go to the line, and that is number 5 on David Lindell. Fouling out with 1:35 to go, David Lindell. Antonio Blewett back on the court for Buffalo as Trevor Johnson steps up to the line. Trey Feeney will take a spot down low on the opposite side of Drew Hagan. Here's a look. And as Johnson settles in, the free throw is in and out. It is no good, but there were 2 free throws coming. And Trevor Johnson will have his second chance. And as he settles in, Trevor Johnson with 14 on the afternoon, including 3 out of 5 at the line. He's 4 for 6. 82-69. Here's a steal on the inbounds. Buffalo gets the ball back again. And quickly get a timeout call before Moorhead can take the ball away. We'll return after this timeout. 1:28 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Buffalo 82, Moorhead 69.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
You're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Straight years, Moorhead and Buffalo have played in this semifinal matchup. And Buffalo is a minute 28 away from making it 3 straight victories in this semifinal matchup. And so it's side court to play by Tony Dahl. Bouncer in, safely returned to Dahl. Will the Spuds foul? Here's a break to the back door. Willard puts a little frosting on the cake with a 2-hand jam. Well, play has stopped. And I think a technical has been assessed, perhaps for hanging on the rim too long in celebration of his dunk. And so Drew Hagan steps to the line for Moorhead. (84-70). 71. Drew Hagan. And the Spuds will have the ball inbounds. And so we were marking our book as that technical was assessed, and so the best we can figure out is the ball is thrown away. Here's the drive up court. Brandon Motts will turn it around, 1:10 to go. Blew it, sends it far side. Once again, Buffalo has things pretty well spread out. Tony Dahl brings it to Motts. Long pass return far side. And at midcourt it is dropped, and here's Blewett. Buffalo is in no hurry. And Moorhead will come in with a foul call at the 45-second mark. Brady Walthall has picked up his third foul. And here's Trevor Johnson, one of 4 players in double figures for Buffalo this afternoon. Trevor Johnson has made his first. That gives him 16 today. So a couple of high-scoring games between these two teams here at the end of the season. That free throw is on the rim and in. He's got 17, and it's a 15-point game. To the near corner, it's thrown out, but deflected out. 39 seconds to go. Moorhead will bring a couple of seldom used game players, but very much a part of the way they run things. Jacob Sobolik has come into the Spuds lineup. A couple of other changes being made. And with play underway, the shot goes up and misses. Backcourt bounced away. Here's the run up court, tipped away, recovered. 27 seconds and counting down. Moorhead came into the game having won 13 consecutive games, including a win over Buffalo near the end of the regular season. But their year will come to an end here this afternoon as they now trail it by 50.